Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Stellaris, where I don't entirely know why, but I was just compelled to sell all of our consumer goods and buy alloys with the proceeds. And I did it off camera for some reason. I can't explain why, but we were capped on consumer goods, so it needed to happen anyway. But yeah, that's a thing that happened just now, and I don't know why I did it off camera. There's not really a reason. But this tech world here, it definitely could use a job, and I'm thinking about housing here right now. Really, we should put in a generator district here, is what should happen. So we'll go ahead and do that. That will help offset some of our energy credit issues that will crop up in the future. So that'll be fine. We are going to, of course, head down through here. This generator world here requires a system capital complex, as well as an energy grid upgrade. We'll get both of those going. And what else do we have through here? In fact, we should be unpaused right now. There we go. This rural world really shouldn't be a rural world right now. We're going to put in an energy grid. We're also going to upgrade to a planetary administration. We're going to replace the agricultural districts with generator districts, but we can only support 4 of that type. So beyond there, we'll also probably have this be a rural world. We're full on minerals. We'll sell those off. Cool. And this generator world here needs more jobs. We can't do much about this ruler job. The other unemployment here we might be able to do something about. Maybe. These luxury residences really shouldn't exist. We're going to replace those with alloy foundries. We don't need that housing. So that'll do for now. Okay. So with that all underway, of course, the Astrolite Sophite is getting started. And we currently need about 52,000 to get that done. We're going to be at exactly 3,000. Gang wars have spread into space. They lose to the station. Okay. Our gateway construction site here is now ready. That's wonderful. So we're going to go ahead and get that going. And this construction ship should come out over this way, I think. Oh, we already grabbed this? Okay. Never mind. For some reason, I was thinking we hadn't. Okay. So the question then becomes, what else do we want this construction ship to do? Right now, I think the answer to that is not a whole lot. So that's great. All of these stations are finishing up. We need to start immediately swapping these over to be citadels. So we're going to start filling these out. Gun, missile. That's awkward. Hangar. Very laggy there. Gun, missile, and hangar. There we go. Then we're also going to need a target uplink computer, a defense grid supercomputer. We are, of course, going to need a communications jammer and a a disruption field generator. There we go. As soon as we're through this tick, it'll update. Eventually. The Brink station is in Anchorage. The Rolltree station, of course, we need to get that being a gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile, and hangar. And, of course, we need a target defense. This is going to be the same thing for all of these. Literally all of them. A communications jammer and a disruption field generator. There we go. It's going to be kind of tedious, especially in this lag tick. But gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile, hangar. Target uplink computer, defense grid supercomputer. We need a communications jammer and a disruption field generator. Okay. Well, that's a couple of them done anyway. This is quite a lag tick. We do need more army damage, and let's go ahead, or rather we got more army damage. Let's go ahead and grab, it's gotta be army health. Okay, sounds good. So we kind of need this lag tick to finish up. Like, desperately. Because I actually don't know where we are in this list until it updates. So let's go ahead and look for jobs. I know we just went through that, but since we are done with the lag tick. Okay, good. Well, this generator world requires jobs anyway, and I would like to replace these research labs with an energy grid. That's not necessarily going to be perfect, but it'll do for now. And actually, what am I doing? No, replace the mineral purification plants with an energy grid. That'll be a better choice there. And then we'll get an admin complex. Sounds good. This industrial world requires an industrial district. There we go. And we really should be working on the starbases right now. So, gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile, hangar. Much easier when it's actually updating. Target uplink computer. Defense grid supercomputer. Communications jammer. And disruption field generator. We want to get these constructing as soon as possible, because that is vitally important to us. Gun, missile, hangar. Target uplink computer. Defense grid supercomputer. Communications jammer. And disruption field generator. This is only mildly tedious. And by mildly tedious, I mean fairly tedious. But it's something that needs to be done. We need to get this queued up as rapidly as possible. In fact, we should not have the game ticking right now. This will be much easier to do without the game ticking, and we need to have it not be ticking as we set these up, otherwise we're wasting time. So we'll just do this way. That'll be fine. These are good to go. Okay. Gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile. Nope. Missile, hangar. There we go. Target uplink computer, defense grid supercomputer, communications jammer, and disruption field generator. There we go. Number of these left to go. But with any luck, we'll have these done ideally before we get attacked again. Well, really, ideally, we won't get attacked again. Like, that's the overall goal right now. I'm hoping that they don't attack us. Because I want to be the one to attack them, not the other way around. Yes, I want the war to happen. But I want the war to happen on my timing and on my terms. Not on their terms, not on their timing. It's going to happen one way or the other. Gun. Let's see, that missile went in, so we need a hangar. There we go. Target uplink, defense grid supercomputer, communications jammer, and disruption field generator. There we go. Only a couple more to go, and by a couple I mean 6. So gun battery, missile battery, hangar bay. Gun, missile, hangar. I wish you could create, like, station blueprints and then just do a one-click blueprint apply. That would be awfully nice. Unfortunately, that's not a feature that exists. But it would be handy. Especially since we have this awkward situation going on where if you click too quickly, it goes backwards instead of forwards. It's definitely awkward, for sure. But defense grid supercomputer goes in, communications jammer, and disruption field generator. Now for the Nikor station. Gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile, hangar. There we go. And all of our buildings will all go in. Building slot already has a queued construction. What? Oh, I put a crew quarters in? How did that happen? Okay. I must have accidentally clicked that. But sure, there we go. Gun, missile, hangar. And, of course, gun, missile, and hangar. There we go. Target uplink, defense grid supercomputer, communications jammer, and finally, disruption field generator. Okay, now that all of these are in, we can begin ticking again. Fantastic. Because now we're not wasting time. So a target uplink computer, a defense grid supercomputer, a communications jammer, and a disruption field generator. There we go. So there's all of those bastions queued up. They will swap over to being a bastion soon enough. I want to just check through all of our bastions, make sure we're not missing any structures. It looks like we're not. I want to make sure that these are all good to go. These are using defense grid supercomputers. That is correct. I just wanted to double check that. That's a target uplink computer going in. Cool. I'm pretty sure these are all good to go. Yeah. And remember, the AI was really reticent to attack our stations that were fully built up. So that is definitely something that is good to know. We are full on minerals right now, and we should sell them off. There we go. Excellent. Now, status on these gateways. They're probably not going to be finished for a while yet. 115 days here. That's sooner than I thought. The one in Sakis is going to be done in or actually just about 1,000 days here. Now, the Debix station is going to need to go to a Citadel ASAP. We've only got 3 days left here.
We grow ever stronger.
There we go. So that immediately starts upgrading to Citadel, and that'll be done in 600 days. So that'll be a bit. Let's go ahead and get our fleets reinforced a bit here. We are going to need to increase our naval cap, and of course, we are working on our strategic coordination center over here, which will go quite a long ways towards that. We're going to bring this up to, well, this is going to come up by what? A total of 100, I think? Let's check in on a completed one. I think in dim. Yeah, 150. So it's going to come up by 100 in total. So what we really need is 75 naval cap. Should we start building another strategic coordination center? Honestly, I think the answer to that is yes. We're going to start moving over to Haven Sky. And we are going to queue up a strategic coordination center over, say, here. There we go. Excellent. So with that underway, we should be fine. We do have pops on beta talk due to excessive overcrowding. I don't know why that's happening because we have 0 housing. Like, it's not negative housing. Maybe it's to do with our terraformation. I don't know. It's kind of strange, though. A new gateway in the Ezak system. So that's this one over here finishing up. That's fantastic. That, of course, means that this connects on in, which is exactly what we want. So we can continue to reinforce our fleet, which I will do. We need 17,000 more alloys, and yes, we want to extend our deal with the Curators. Absolutely. We never, ever want to drop our deal with the Curators. That is a bad idea. Now, we're on Fortify the Border right now for Starbase cap and Starbase upgrade speed. Another thing we might want to consider grabbing at some point, we're on a Grand Fleet right now, and that is necessary. But another thing we might want to consider grabbing at some point is Fortress Proclamation. We can't really get away with it right now, and we should actually consider upgrading some of our Ascension tiers here. I feel like Ascension tier upgrading doesn't really do that much, but okay. There we go. We'll sell off a few more minerals. There we go. And we can actually buy in alloys, and let's do it. There we go. And we will continue to reinforce our fleets. We only need 7,600 now. That's great. Now, we are at 86% power projection. And even being at 3,000, we're not quite going to be at max power projection. Technically, we should angle for another fleet, but that's pretty expensive. And we're probably not going to care too much about that, I'm thinking. Let's check for any jobs that we might need here. We do need one on this unification center, which is only sort of a unification center. We're going to put in a generator district for right now. And in fact, we're going to max out the generator districts here. There we go. This Forge world, it is indeed a Forge world. How are we doing on crime here? 175. I feel like we can drop our Hall of Judgment and replace that with an alloy foundry. We're also going to need an industrial district. We're going to need to upgrade that alloy foundry later on, but that'll be fine. This is set up as an agri world, and that's okay. We'll put in an agriculture district and upgrade our food processing center. And this generator world, we can upgrade our energy nexus, and we can upgrade our planetary capital as well. And I guess our site a revitalization center too. That'll be fine. This generator world here, we have 12 jobs available. We can get some with an energy nexus. Okay. We definitely put in an alloy mega forge here. How's our crime looking? 114? Okay. It's not perfect. I'm going to swap us over to this being a forge world, though. There we go. And this industrial world here, this really should also be swapped over to a forge world. And we can upgrade our alloy nano plants to get a few more specialist jobs. Perfect. Let's get our fleet maxed out. There we go. Technically, this is now saying 2916. Oh, that's our current naval cap. Our future naval cap will be 2300. So that's definitely concerning. We're also negative on food right now, which does surprise me a little bit. But we are working on food in some locations, so it should, in theory, be fine. Okay, this forge world would make a great forge world. No doubt about it. This is an agro world here, and that is important. We will go ahead and put in an agriculture district and get food processing centers to help offset our apparent food deficit that has just cropped up. This mining world here is not a mining world at all. This is going to be an agro world. We are going to put in a food processing facility here. Excellent. And that all looks good. Let's check in on our last citadel here. Okay, that's still got 277 days. Sounds good. We're maxed on minerals. We'll sell those off. And we should be able to buy in alloys now. Beautiful. What are we going to spend all of these alloys on? Well, obviously, we're going to spend it on defensive platforms for our bastions. First things first, I want to go through and make sure that all of them have 2 Monarch of Fire class ion cannons. So let's check here. Yes. This one is 83 of 84, so it must. 84 of 84, 84. Yep, these are all full. We need 2 Monarch of Fire class ion cannons here, and 2 here. We are full there. Okay. We're going to need 2 ion cannons here, so we'll get them queued up. We are going to be full here soon enough, so this shouldn't be a problem. Okay. 2 ion cannons go in here. The Trab station will also need 2 ion cannons. This is 4,000 each, which is pretty extensive. And we do have some low stability on some of our planets, so we'll need to think about that as well. The Paya station can get 2 ion cannons. Actually, we only had enough for 1, so we're going to need to wait for a month tick here. There we go. Get those queued up, and I'll just position the outliner here while we take a look at these planets. Okay, so we're lacking amenities here. Now, we just got maxed on consumer goods, so we can just distribute luxury goods. And that will boost our amenities somewhat. Not a ton, but somewhat. And our other location is Betatok. Now, we've got massive crime here. Indeed we do. These are commerce megaplexes. I'm going to drop the mineral purification hub. And we're going to put in precinct houses. We are, of course, full on consumer goods, and we need to sell those off. That will allow us to buy in additional alloys, which we will happily do. And then the Raltree station is, of course, going to need 2 ion cannons. The Dongle station is going to need 2 ion cannons. And did we get both of them there? Yes, we did. Okay. So Uchbeya does have them. Yelbarasta is going to need them. So we can put the Ion Cannon Monarch of Fire class in there. Of course, these take 1080 days to build, so that's why we want to get those started immediately. Velderam, you have quite low numbers, but that still should have Monarch of Fire class. Yes. Okay. Yep, same thing here. The Wayfrid station is, of course, also going to need 2 Monarch of Fire class ion cannons. That will spend basically all of our alloys. We are maxed on minerals. And we'll go ahead and sell those off. We're in a lag tick right now. So that'll take a little bit to get caught up, but there we go. So yeah, we have 2 here. We queued them here. We have 2 here. Well, we can just go down until we get to the one where we queued it. Yeah, there. So Tetia Lara is probably good to go on the Monarch of Fire class. Yes, that is correct. The Atlaba station is not connected into the trade network. It will be once this gateway finishes. The Roskin station is completely maxed. Atlaba is, of course, going to need a pair of ion cannons. And for that, we will need to wait for another month tick, which we can always do. We need 334 more alloys. So the Atlaba station is not done. And actually, the Earl station is the last one here. So we're getting close to having all of our Monarch of Fire class ion cannons queued up. That's wonderful. And then we're just going to start working our way down the list on the regular defense platforms. So Atlaba can get its next ion cannon so that it has 2. Perfect. Abaka is good to go. Tremus is good to go. Unis is good to go. Urantok is good to go. Nitris is good to go. Olkad, good. Strebor is not so good, so we will queue up an ion cannon, as well as a second ion cannon, now that that month tick has gone through. Perfect. The Sakis station is also going to need ion cannons, so we will build a Monarch of Fire class here. We will need to come back to that, though, after the month tick. So that's this station here. I want to check in... Let's see, that's the Sakis station. So I want to check in on the progress of the Debek station. Okay, this needs to get started. Gun, missile, hangar. Gun, missile, and then back to hangar. There we go. And we'll grab our target uplink computer, defense grid supercomputer, communications jammer, and disruption field generator. So we'll get that all underway, and then we'll head back up to the... Oh, where were we? We were on the Sakis station. There it is. Okay. So we'll go ahead and queue ourselves up another Monarch of Fire class ion cannon. There we go. Raskamir will also need a couple of Monarch of Fire class. We have enough to queue those right now. Nikor will as well need it. Okay. Rakaron is good to go. Gindix will need it. Ishtram will need it. Okay. It feels like more of these need it than don't. But sure. We're going to go ahead and sell off our minerals again. There we go. That brought us up to 55k. So that, of course, means that we can buy in alloys. And we definitely will. In the Nikor station, we'll get our 2 Monarch of Fire class ion cannons put in. Wonderful. In the Rakaron station, we don't need it. In the Gindix station, we need 2. So 1 and 2. There we go. Ishtram, we need it as well. Migration treaty. Disgusting. Okay, so we'll put in an ion cannon here. And then we will await the month tick. We're very close at this point to getting all of these queued up. Okay. So, Amanyea needs it, Grumium does not need it, and Earl does. So we just have 2 to go here, but there's also the one at the bottom, which is maybe going to get sorted in. We should check on that. The Debek station, I think it is. Yes. So we'll keep that in mind, that that's Debek's. Amanyea needs to go right now, so we'll put in those 2 ion cannons. Grumium doesn't need it, and Earl does. So we'll put in 1 and await this final month tick here. Because we need to get these constructions underway as soon as possible. We cannot afford to waste time on that. Okay, so 1 more ion cannon there, and then the final ion cannon, of course, goes in... Okay, it got sorted in up here. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. I'm not sure exactly how this sorting is done. Yeah, it might be easier to just go to it over here. Hi, Devix. And we're going to put in our 2 ion cannons here. Perfection. So that's all of our ion cannons in. Yeah, they're closing borders now. I believe the truce is up. Yes, the truce is up. However, I have no plans of declaring war on them just yet. We've got plenty of things left to do. Plenty of things. We dropped to 2787. Interesting. It's only a 7% increase, though, so I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, we're finishing up some terraforming here. We're going to sell off some minerals. Let's see. We could definitely use farms. There we go. Cool. So our capital needs a job, and we can put in an admin park there. That'll be fine. A bunch of terraformations have finished up. That is great. We have nowhere to expand to right now. We do need to expand via war. Let's check through for jobs here real quick, but it is about time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, not too much we can do here, actually. Okay. Next episode, we are going to see about solving this research station, and we are going to work on queuing up just a whole bunch of defense platforms in preparation for our war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.